Today I wanted to do a card. I haven't made a card in quite some time. And I thought, what's a good way to get back into card making than case a card that I've seen. So I came across this card that was on Tailored Expressions Instagram, I think. And bring it up close so that you can see. Hopefully you can see that okay. And I thought it was really eye-catching in that the striped background with embossing on it and a frame, and I thought that was just something really different. So I'm going to case this card today. So I will keep that somewhere that we can keep an eye on it so that you can see what it is that I am making. Now I haven't got a large background, all over background stamp that I thought would be appropriate for this. So I'm going to try and use this one. It's an old Hero Arts one and it's just all keys. And I wanted to make like a masculine card. So I have this one, and going with the masculine theme, I was looking for masculine sentiments. So this is a really old Paper Mania stamp set, and it's got some sentiments here. Like I wanted to recreate the 3 lines of sentiments. So I'm going to use top bloke, have fun and have a great day. And then people can use it for Father's Day, birthday, whatever they want. So that's the sentiments I'm using. And then I have all my strips of colours. Now I wanted to make it male. So obviously craft, because the card base is craft. And then I've got a range of blues and green tones in my strips. And these strips are just ½ inch wide. And they're just from random pieces of cardstock that I had in my stash. So they're all different lengths. And hopefully they're all long enough to go at an angle across the card. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to move them out of the way. Right, and then I have my card base, which is just an A4 piece of cardstock that I have lengthways cut in half at 4 1/8, and that's just given me a tent fold card. Then the layer on top for the actual striped pieces to glue to, it's on this card, it's raised, so it's on dimensionals or foam squares. So I wanted a piece that's a little bit smaller than the actual card base, so 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. And I just got an old postcard here. Now if you were one of my Stampin' Up customers, you'll recognise these cards. Rather than throw them out and have them go to waste, I'm going to use them for things like this. So I use these for mounting photos on my scrapple pages, because the text doesn't go right to the edge and I can just have a little white border around my photos. I can use them for die cuts, because when they're on a project you can't see through. If I hold it up with light behind, yes, you can see what's behind it, but when it's glued on a project you can't see it. So I'm going to use one of these. I've cut it down slightly so it fits on the card front, and I am just going to glue my strips to this, or I might glue them to that side. It doesn't matter which side I use. Even though that is shiny, it will still glue and stick, so that's not a problem. And then for the frame, I have an old perpetual calendar that I created for a blog hop a couple of years ago, and I don't use things like this. So if I create a project for something like that, I eventually pull it apart and recycle it. So I'm never going to use this. But the other side, again, I can use this for my die cutting, my sentiment strips, my card fronts that go on top of bases, all sorts of things. So I'm going to use this piece for my sentiment strips, as well as the white cutout frame that's around the front there. Alright, I also have my embossing powder, my Versamark for the embossing, and then I think I'm going to do the sentiments in Crumb Cake ink. And then I just have some embellishments, blue, green, there's a tealy colour in there, and then I thought maybe the silver ones. I don't know what I'm going to use, whether I'm going to use the silver ones as the little dots on here. They've got enamel dots in the same colours they've used on the strips. I don't know whether I want to recreate that in various blues and greens, or I want to use the silver little pearls in here. So I'll see when I get to the end of the card what we do. So I'm just going to now make this card, and the video, I'll just put music over the top of it and probably speed it up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. have cased this one. So casing is copy and selectively edit, or exact copy, or use it as inspiration, whatever you want to say casing is. So I've basically recreated this card with different colours, different stamps, giving it a different look and feel, basically a different vibe. So that's it. I made a few errors along the way. I'll tell you what, I've been rusty making cards, haven't made one for ages. So it's not perfect, but it's made, and I had fun doing it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you're notified of any new videos that I put up. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.